Hey, so friends, welcome back to So Easy with Shelby and Gabbie. I'm your host, Kay Stewart. And again, thank you for coming to my page. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button down at the bottom so you don't miss any of the videos that I'm posting. I have had the most craziest weather right here in the DMV area. I don't know what area you're in. If you want to leave a message down at the bottom and say where you're from, that would be great. But the weather's been really wet here. That is the focus of this video today. Have you ever bought something for someone else and they're like, I'm going to throw this away? And you're like, no, I need that, but it's too big. How can I alter it? Well, that's what happened to me. My son had a raincoat. The raincoat is still in great condition, but he's outgrown it. He just can't get into it anymore. And it's been raining here for the last 3-4 days, and it's going to continue for the rest of the week. So I don't have a raincoat. I have rain boots, I have umbrellas, but I do not have a raincoat. And I said, you know what? He has that raincoat that he cannot wear anymore. I refuse to get rid of it because it cost a pretty penny. And I didn't want to necessarily give it to Salvation Army. So I decided to make the raincoat fit myself. So you're going to see a nice video showing you how I transformed that raincoat from an extra large to a medium, which is like a small medium, so that it fits me well. I actually wore it out yesterday. It's great. I'll post some videos, well, not videos. I'll post some pictures of me in the actual coat so you can see how great it looks and how. And one other thing you have to remember when you're working with rain gear or waterproof gear, when you're sewing it, it's wonderful. You can sew it just like you would sew anything else, but you want to go to your local hardware store. I went to the Home Depot. And you want to get some sealant so that you can seal all of your seams so that the water does not go inside your coat. That was one thing that I did learn yesterday, putting this coat together, because I always wondered when they say waterproof, how are they getting that water from going inside the seams when you're sewing? So you have to go and get a sealant, and it's very easy. You're just going to make sure that you put tape on both sides, and you go put the sealant in the middle. Make sure it dries completely, and that will make your coat waterproof while your seams and stuff, so the water isn't going down into it, especially if it's a really big downpour. You don't want your clothes to be wet and you have on a raincoat. So that was just a tip I learned yesterday, and I'm just going to share that with you. Again, you want to make sure that you go get some sealant, and you're going to seal all of your seams, all of your seams, your hems, everything that has some type of sewing to it. You want to make sure you seal it, and that's going to keep that water from coming inside. So stay tuned and watch the video that's coming up. That's going to show you how to transform a larger raincoat to a smaller raincoat if that's the situation you have, or you can see some tips on just how to revamp some things. If you've noticed, I've revamped my YouTube page. I hope you like it. Please give me a thumbs up and let me know that you like the new style and the new order that I put together on this YouTube page. I'm looking forward to your comments. I'm definitely looking forward to your emails. If you need to email, you can email me at shelbyandgabbiefashions@gmail.com. And I'll make sure that I put all that in the description box as well. Look forward to seeing you soon. Stay tuned for the video. Okay, so this is the jacket that I'm starting with. You can see that I've already marked it up. I put the jacket on inside out, and I kind of grabbed the sides. I realized I needed about 3 inches from both sides on the jacket. So I took my ruler and I made a straight line down so I know where I need to cut. Next, I'm going to show you how we did the sleeves. Okay, so I decided to repurpose this raincoat. I've never really done a raincoat, and I see that I'm going to need some sealant after I've sewn it, but that's fine. So I have a picture that I'll post what the raincoat looks like at first, but this is what it's starting to look like now. So what I've done is basically taken the sleeves off. I still have the hood attached. I do like the hood because it's big and it'll fit over my big hair. You all know I have like big natural hair, so I need the hood to stay pretty much intact like it is. So I'm taking the sleeves off. The next thing I'm going to do is I want to keep the zipper and all that intact. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 3 inches from both sides, because that's going to pull the jacket in closer to my body so that it fits better. I'm going to leave the bottom as it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew up this way. And once I've sewn it, then I'll get the sealant that I saw on mine, so it'll look like this once I get done. After I've sewn it, then I'll put the sealant on there. So I'm gonna stop and get the sealant when I leave out today. So unfortunately, I won't be able to wear this raincoat today, but I will be able to wear it tomorrow. It's supposed to rain for the rest of the week, so it'll be fine. So again, I'm gonna cut 3 inches off of both sides, and I've already measured those out. I'm gonna cut that straight down, and then I'm gonna sew this back together again, so I have a more snug fit. I'm probably gonna end up flipping the back over and putting a slit, and then sew it up that way too, because again, I want the jacket to be snug. I still want to be able to put my clothes underneath of it, but I want to have a snugger fit. Then the next thing I'm going to do is, as you can see on this sleeve, I've did some marks. So this is going to be my new hemline here. This is going to be my new cut line, so for the jacket. And then this is going to be my new cut here, but I'm actually going to go on the inside. That way this will still line up to here. That's still going to line up there, and it'll go down and it'll fit to here. So I'm going to make the cuts on the sleeve, and I'll be back. I have the sleeves cut now, and the only thing left to do is to sew from there to there. I'm going to take my machine and go down from there to there on both sides, and then I'm going to attach the sleeves back, and we'll be back. Okay, so I'm starting with the sleeve. I'm using a 2.5, which is my smallest stitch, because I want to make sure, again, this is rain gear, so I want the sealant to be good. You want to make sure your backspace when you first start. And I'm just going up. I keep my ends together because I'm not using pins, and because you want to make sure that it stays in there good. So here's another smart tip. When you're working with rain gear, things like that, of course you want to put pins in it, but as you can see, I have the pins on the outside of the garment, not on the inside, because what good would it do if I'm pinning the inside and then I have little holes in my raincoat, and guess what? It's not going to keep me dry. So you want to put everything on the outside. So my pins are on the outside, so when I sew it, I'm going to sew it down on the inside of this line. Again, put your pins on the outside. That way that's the material you're not using. Okay, so y'all know my rule of thumb is always try your stuff on. Look how much better this jacket is looking now. I haven't even attached the sleeves, but it's a perfect. It's long enough, so it's keeping my clothes protected in the rain. My hood is intact, and it's perfect for my big hair. But check this out. It's perfect. Like, I have to fix the sleeve as well, which I'm about to go do now. I'm going to go and put a zigzag stitch on that pocket. So I still have my use in my pockets. My pockets are intact. But the jacket now fits like it should fit for me in the first place. It's not big and bulky. And that's what I love. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my sleeves, and I'll be back. Okay, so now I have 2 new sleeves. I went ahead and put a hem at the bottom. Again, I'm going to go back through that, and we'll apply the sealant on the back side, on this side, so it keeps the rain, keeps the water from going on the inside. But I told you I used a smaller stitch, and I used the purple because one, it's my favorite color, and I like purple, but also because I just thought it was closer to the jacket. So, but the seam is done, and then we'll also go back in, and as you can see on the bottom of this one, I opened it up when I sewed it, one, so it could be easier, and plus once I put the sealant on there, I'm going to put the sealant down this way. So that's how I'm going to do it. Same thing with this one. That's that. Same thing. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the jacket so we can apply the sleeves. Here's where it's going to get a little tricky. And if you're brand new to sewing, you may probably want to get some clips I don't have any because normally I use pins, but you might want to get some clips just to hold the material down. So basically I'm going to hold this down because what I'm going to do is, because this, I'm attaching my sleeve back to my jacket. Now because my sleeve I've cut off of that old sealant that was on there, but because the way the jacket is made, I didn't cut it off of here. So what I'm going to do is, when I go to the sewing machine, I'm actually going to sew right under that old sealant all the way around and attach my sleeve back again. So I'm going to sew. So this is my seam allowance right here. This is my 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, and I'm going to sew directly under the sealant and attach my sleeve back to it. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll have my sleeve back onto the jacket. I'll get the sealant. I'll have to seal all the places I just re-sewn so that the jacket is still waterproof, and then I'll come back and show you what's next. But again, what I'm doing for this jacket is I'm just sewing directly under the sealant. So now I know that I probably need to go get me some little clips from now on, because even when I sew leather, I don't use clips. I just kind of hold it in place because I've been sewing for so long. But you want to get some clips so that you can keep your material down in one place. But again, I'm going to sew directly under the sealant, the old sealant, and put my sleeve back on my jacket. I'm going to do both sides, and I'll come back and show you the next step. See, I have my needle, like I said, directly behind that old sealant that was on this jacket. I'm going to try to hold this phone, but it's hard. So you may not get a whole lot of footage watching me put the sleeve on, but I'm going to try my best. But again, so this is what we're doing. I'm going to sew my sleeve all the way around, like I said, and I'm just going to stay under the sealant from the old one. But you can see my sleeve is ready to be attached. So okay, so this is harder to do with the phone in my hand, so I'll be back and let you see once I've attached the sleeves. Okay, so I'm sewing on my sleeve, and like I told you, I'm staying under that old sealant that they have. And sometimes you just gotta kind of go slow, because this is a sleeve. It's good. You gotta make sure it's not bunching up underneath there, and you have both of your pieces together. So that's what I'm doing here. And again, I'm just staying under the sealant, and I'm gonna go all the way around the jacket, and I'll be back. Okay, so the jacket is finished. I put my sleeves back on. You can see, actually when I did the first sleeve and I cut it, it was too short. I realized I wanted my sleeve much longer on a rain jacket. So what I did was I took the original sleeve that I cut and just added it back onto here. So I'll put the sealant on that part too. And so it was good because it ended up the original bottom, which has this little snap type thing on there. I'm not really sure what the snap is for, but it's there. Maybe it's something I'm missing. So the jacket is it's been in my closet, so I got some strings and stuff I need to hang up. But guess what? Now it is rain ready. I'm rain ready. See, I got my sleeve back on. This is the back of the jacket. I didn't even have to go down the back of the jacket like I thought it was going to have to. But my sleeve and everything is back on. The hood is still intact. Everything, this is what it looks like on the inside. Like, nothing's changed. So I'm going to show you what the jacket looks like on me. Hold on. Okay, so you can see me in the rain jacket. Look, it fits perfect. Once I zip this up, I don't feel all bulky and stuff now. I'm feeling real good. My hood is good to go, but everything is still intact. So when I tell you that everything has a purpose and you can repurpose, you don't have to always throw stuff away. Again, like I said, the jacket is a little tatty because it's been sitting in the closet, but I'm going to wipe it down real good. And guess what? Now I have a new raincoat that I can throw on. Let me see. I'm going to do it like this so you can really see it on me. I have a new not new raincoat, but I have a repurposed coat. Look, it's perfect. It's the right size. It fits me. The back is intact, like I said, and then my hood still works. So right now it's raining in the DMV, so I'm actually going to test this out even before I put the sealant on it. because, again, it's raining. And this rain jacket is perfect. The length is perfect. I was going to cut it and make it shorter, but I realized, you know what? Don't make it shorter. It's supposed to be at least a certain length so that you can have good coverage when you're out in the rain. But again, so that's my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it on repurposing this raincoat and making it what it is today. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you. I hope that you're able to repurpose a jacket. Maybe there's a bigger jacket that you've seen and you want to take it in. I'm also going to do one soon using a blazer that's way too big for me. And I'm going to show you how to take it in and how to alter the lining that's on the inside if it has a lining, or even if it doesn't have a lining, I'll just show you how to alter a blazer so that you can make it fit for yourself. But again, I hope this was so easy with Shelby and Gabbie. I look forward to seeing you soon. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks. Peace out.